I think that this might just be the best value watch that you can buy right now. Now, I'm extremely biased because I have just paid full price for this watch, right? I bought it with my own money, so there's some bias there because I want it to be really good. But as a watch reviewer, as a full-time watch reviewer, you know, I review a lot of watches, and I think the spec that you get for the money with this watch is really compelling. I think it's really good. But also, I think the design here is top tier. I think it's offering something a little bit different. I think it comes in at a size that not many brands are offering for this style. It's also assembled in-house by the micro brand, which you don't see very often. Now, first of all, packaging is very, very exciting, right? You get this outer section, which is all metallic. You then get this inner section that opens a bit like a book. So you open it up like this. Then you get a little bit of information about the watch. Under here, you can store spare straps, or if you order extra straps, they'll come in there. Then you can pull off this side, which will reveal your watch. And then you can pull this off, which reveals your strap on the bottom side here. Very exciting packaging, definitely over the top. It doesn't need to be this big, no doubt. But I always enjoy it when you get a good unboxing experience because, you know, it just feels like the brand cares. You also get a little sticker telling you exactly who assembled the watch, which is a nice little touch. So this is a British micro brand, right? They assemble all of their watches in-house in the UK, which very few British micro brands do. I know this because I am very hot on British micro brands. I am a British micro brand enthusiast. So this is an area that I'd consider myself, you know, I'm knowledgeable in. Very few brands assemble themselves. Most of them outsource the British assembly to someone like Herolium. These guys are doing it themselves, right? They've got a team of watchmakers. They're doing everything themselves, which for me, when you consider the price point of these watches, is very, very impressive. So this is the, I think anyway, absolutely beautiful Marloe Aerodyne. Now this is a watch inspired by American aviation. So this one is called the Heart. There's a couple of other versions. There's a Miami version and then like a black dial version, I believe. For me, this one was certainly the pick of the bunch, right? Because you've got a metallic dial. It's sort of got a brush finish on top of it. Then you've got this beautiful yellow ring on the outer dial. And then if you just get a bit closer, you can actually see this watch features Art Deco numerals, which I've never seen before on a pilot's watch. I'm sure it's been done before, but I've not seen it. The handset is large. It's sort of got a sawed-off finish, right? They're cut off at the end. And then I don't know if you can see that, but the actual counterbalance to the seconds hand features a blackened yellow striped finish. I just think this is a dial that's packed with personality, to be honest with you. It is so dynamic because of that metallic finish. I mean, you can just see it there. You know, 1 second it's dark, 1 second it's light. It dances, you know, it never looks the same twice. And for me, that's what I'm looking for with a watch. You know, I don't want something boring. I want something that's going to keep me coming back. And I think Marlowe's done that with the design of this one. I really do. The Cyclops might be a contentious addition to some people. I know a lot of people hate Cyclops. I actually don't mind it. I think it works with the style here. Would I have preferred a clean, no-date dial? Probably, but I'm certainly not going to complain about it because I genuinely don't think it's that bad at all. So why do I think this one's good value for money? Well, first of all, you're getting a piece of sapphire, right? You're getting a really nice quality leather strap, good quality on the back, good quality on the front. You can tell this strap's well made. You can tell it's going to last for a long time. You do get faux pins here, which pay homage to a true Flieger watch. Case, completely solid stainless steel. You get a sandblasted finish to the case. You're getting a signed crown with the Marlowe logo. You're getting a signed case back with every single watch numbered. I went for number 60 because my granddad was born in 1960, so it was a way to sort of honour him, if you will. But the main spec, and the reason I think this is great value for money, is that movement. So inside here is the Miyota 9039, which typically speaking are used in watches costing £400, £500, £600, and those are watches typically that are assembled in China, right? Here though, you're getting the Miyota 9039 assembled in the UK in-house with the 10% off discount code that the website gives you for signing up to the newsletter. This costs just over £300. I think it's about £310. I think that genuinely is ridiculous value for money. When you factor in the design with that value, I genuinely think this watch is a bit of a no-brainer. I do. And that's exactly why I bought one myself, right? I thought this watch is too good value to pass up on. I currently don't have a pilot watch in the collection. I haven't in the past, generally speaking, got along with Flieger watches. So this is a nice bridge between the two, right? It's a pilot's watch, however, it's not a traditional Flieger. It's got some Art Deco numerals, which I'm a big fan of. The colour, that metallic dial with that yellow outer dial, I think looks killer together. And then also the dimensions hit my wrist like an absolute glove. Case diameter comes in at 38mm. Lug to lug comes in at 43.5 6.7 millimeters. And then case thickness, because it's a Miyota powered watch, just 9.9 millimeters. I mean, that is fantastic. 100 meters of water resistance as well, so you can take this watch for a swim if you need to. I just think that Marloe has knocked it out of the park with this one. I think they could have charged an extra £100 and nobody would have raised an eyebrow, but I'm sure they've cut their margins really short, right? I don't think they're making a lot of money on this watch, but props to them for doing that, because it means people like me and you can get ourselves a little bit of a bargain in the collection. If you didn't know, Marloe make very striking designs. You know, this isn't unusual for them. Also, they do offer really good value for money typically, but I think this is probably the best value watch they've ever made. Again, I paid full price for this. This is not a sponsored review. I'm just sharing with you a watch that I bought, a watch that I'm really happy with, and a watch that I think you might enjoy if you need a pilot watch for your collection.